Okay guys, so today I'm going to be installing these pegs. So these are the new pegs I got. They're supposed to be race pegs from MNNTHBX. They're actually pretty nice. Got these little pieces right here, so that way you could still have that peg fly up. But this is pretty much it. So as you can see, I took the cap off so you guys could see the cap comes off of the end of these, which would be this end. So the cap just goes in the end of that. Okay guys, so here is the difference. So you have your stock peg right here, and then this is the new peg. So there is your difference. They are shorter, so keep that in mind. They are shorter, but they're a little bit smaller as well, which, you know, putting on top of it doesn't do it justice, but that's pretty much it. So they're probably shorter so you can lean farther. You know, they are supposed to be race pegs, but that's what they look like. Just be sure when you put them on. I've got the one bolt in there, if you could see that. I actually went and took this bolt out right here, and in that where the actual bolt goes in, I literally filled it with red Loctite. I don't want them falling off. So I did that. You don't have to fill it, but it was a bit ridiculous, but you could just put a little dab or a good amount on the bolt itself. But you definitely need to use some red Loctite, because the last thing you want is the peg to fall off. So but that is the difference on the table. Now I'm going to show you the difference on the bike. So I just ran into my first problem, and I want you guys to be aware of it. So this is what goes through and actually holds the peg in. It goes through this one, no problem, as you can see. But on this one, it does not fit. It's close. I'm not gonna say that it might not supposed to fit, but I used a mallet thinking that, you know, it was just me. But it is definitely a smaller hole. So I'm going to have to file this out. But keep that in mind. This doesn't fit for some reason. It's tight. I only have to file it out just barely. You see it's going in, but you also have to remember that at the very beginning it's tapered, if you could see that. So gonna have to file that out a little bit. Not a huge deal, but I wanted you guys to know that I'm having to do that. So okay, so this is the race peg right here. So let's check it out. Oh wow, a lot more stiff feeling. It feels a lot more solid, and I know this is the brake side, but if I had to get up under it, it feels so much more grippy. The other side is so rubbery and so slick. This is really gripping my shoes. And also this edge piece right there is actually bigger than the piece in the back, so getting my foot off, it's catching. So that's actually really, you could see with that, it's kind of catching my foot. I'm kind of going down at an angle. I'm not going out, but it's catching, and it's real tight. And if I do that same thing where I push down at an angle, I'm pushing down this way, and you know, if I'm on it, it slides off. See, that's a lot more grippy. And just to show you guys an exact difference, I showed you guys what it's like with the stock peg. So here's the other peg. So the same motion, trying to go at an angle, it's catching, and it's because of that little edge right there. So, but they're really nice. They fit well, and you can get those pegs at MNNTHBX. I did have to file down this side as well. So just, that's the only thing about them that you might have to adjust. But they're great pegs. And the final touch, and then if you want to keep them open, you can, or you can plug them up. I kind of like them open, but I don't know. It's up to you. Okay, well, that settles it then. It fell out, so that means that I'm just going to leave them.